But first at 5, shocking and troubling news involving young girls targeted during break-ins in Oakland County. Thank you for joining us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shaquette. We're now learning a 13-year-old boy is under arrest, and deputies say his string of break-ins started 2 years ago.
And the numbers are alarming. 9 incidents in Pontiac, 2 in Detroit, and again, the person allegedly responsible just 13 years old.
The Oakland County Sheriff is calling the suspect's crimes, quote, the worst nightmare for any parent.
7 News Detroit reporter Sarah Michaels is bringing us the updates as they come into our newsroom. Sarah.
Earlier this week, we learned that there were 4 break-ins targeting young girls in this Pontiac neighborhood. Now we know that it was 11 break-ins, 2 of them in Detroit, all allegedly at the hands of a 13-year-old.
As soon as we realized what we had in terms of complexity and repetitive nature, we put it out to the community and got a quick response.
Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard telling us it was tips from the community that led to the arrest of this teenage suspect.
Suspect is 13 years old. He's a tall 13 years old. And the parent, I would also say, has been cooperative.
Detectives say that the suspect lives near the Pontiac homes that he targeted, looking for girls. The break-in started 2 years ago. Bouchard says some of them were never reported, and it was just recently, when multiple break-ins took place, that detectives linked them all together.
This is the worst nightmare for any parent, that somebody might be trying to climb in through a window to get after their kids.
In all 11 of the break-ins, Bouchard says that the suspect broke in through an unlocked window. In at least 3, he used a knife to threaten the victim. 7 News Detroit spoke to the family of 3 of those victims. A 9-year-old girl in Detroit targeted on January 13th. A 10-year-old girl in Pontiac targeted this past Tuesday. And a 15-year-old girl in Pontiac targeted in October. That teenager is Shantae Pryor's daughter.
When you got to tell your daughter that they had arrested a suspect, what was her reaction?
She wanted to know who it was. Apparently, the little kids around the town, middle schoolers and high schoolers, had a little group chat going on. They knew who it was before we did.
Pryor says that the police confirmed the suspect's identity to her. He's in the same class at school as Pryor's 13-year-old son. The suspect knew where they lived from watching her kids get off the school bus.
That day he broke in my house. For some reason, he had a feeling it was him.
Pryor says that the suspect made her daughter undress at knife point, stabbed her in the hand, and choked her before her other daughter came downstairs. The suspect escaped through a window. Her daughter has been seeing a therapist ever since. Relieved that he has been arrested, Pryor now hopes that this young teen gets some professional help.
Ain't no way this 13-year-old baby should be like this at all. He is a monster. And he's a baby.
In Pontiac, Sarah Michaels, 7 News Detroit.